Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the hidden stories in company filings. And today we're diving into JetBlue Airways Corporation's latest report. And let me tell you, it is not about a new route or a fancy new plane. It is about the nuts and bolts of how this airline is run behind the scenes. So what exactly is this document all about? Well, it is a current report filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, often called the SEC, think of it, as a way for companies to tell us immediately about really important stuff that happens that isn't already covered in their regular quarterly or annual reports. Today we're looking at an event that happened on the 9th of December 2025. It is basically an update to JetBlue's operational rulebook, if you will. This report details some significant changes JetBlue made to its company bylaws. Now, bylaws might sound boring like just legalese, but they are actually super important. They set the ground rules for how the company is governed and how decisions are made. First off, JetBlue's common stock is traded on the Nasdaq stock market, LLC, under the ticker symbol JBLUE. This means everyday investors like you and me can buy and sell shares of the company on the stock market. The main event here is a big update to their bylaws. The board of directors approved several changes that went into effect on the same day, the 9th of December 2025. So what did they change? One key area is how shareholders can propose new directors or business to be discussed at company meetings. They've made these rules clearer about how to submit these nominations, how many people can be nominated, and what information needs to be provided. This is all about making sure shareholder voices are heard in a structured way and that the company has better information when these proposals come up. They also updated their proxy access rules. Proxy access is a mechanism that allows certain long-term shareholders to nominate their own candidates for the board of directors. These updates align with new laws in Delaware where JetBlue is incorporated and clarify things like when these notices need to be submitted and how much stock a shareholder must own to use this process. This is about ensuring fair access for shareholders to influence the company's leadership. They've also made things clearer on how shareholder meetings themselves should be conducted. Think of it as streamlining the logistics of bringing everyone together to make decisions. Another important change is around director elections. They've updated the rules so that if a director doesn't get enough votes, essentially needs to resign, the exact process for that resignation will now be detailed in their corporate governance guidelines. This aims to improve accountability for the board. They've also updated the rules about protecting their directors and officers. This covers things like defending them if they get sued for actions taken while doing their job and covering their legal costs. These updates bring JetBlue's protections in line with what is common in the industry to make sure they can attract and keep good leadership. Perhaps one of the most significant changes is about where lawsuits against the company will be handled. JetBlue is now designating specific courts in Delaware as the exclusive place for most legal disputes involving the company. This also applies to claims brought under the Securities Act of 1933, where federal courts in the United States will be the go. So, what this means is that if you have a legal issue with JetBlue related to its business operations or securities, you will likely have to file your case in these specific courts. This can simplify legal proceedings for the company and potentially make it more predictable for them. Beyond these specific points, the bylaws have been cleaned up. They've removed old, outdated clauses and added in modern, clear language to make everything run smoother and be more current. If you want to read all the fine print, the full document is available as an exhibit to this report. This part of the filing simply lists the exhibits that are attached. In this case, the most important one is Exhibit 3.1, the amended and restated bylaws themselves. And finally, we see the signature section. This is where an authorized representative of JetBlue confirms that the information in the report is true and accurate to the best of their knowledge. Eileen McCarthy, the General Counsel and Secretary, signed off on this report on the 12th of December 2025. So what does this all really mean? These bylaw changes might not make headlines, but they are foundational to how JetBlue operates and is governed. By clarifying rules around shareholder proposals, updating proxy access, and establishing exclusive legal forums, JetBlue is essentially fine-tuning its internal governance. This aims to increase efficiency, reduce potential disputes, and ensure a stable leadership structure. For investors, it means more predictable processes for engagement and potential legal actions. It shows a proactive approach from the company to adapt its internal rules to current legal standards and best practices. While there are no direct financial numbers in this specific filing, the stability and clarity these bylaw changes bring can indirectly support investor confidence and operational efficiency, which are crucial for any airline's long-term success. Alright, that is our breakdown of JetBlue's latest report. What is your take on these governance changes and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.